You said. The wrestling legend Hulk Hogan passed away due to heart arrest. Legendary wrestler Hulk Hogan passed away from cardiac arrest at the age of 71. The Clearwater Police Department in Florida confirmed Hogan's death on July 24. According to a statement, at 9:51 a.m. Eastern Time, police and firefighters went to a medical emergency in Clearwater Beach, which is close to Tampa on Florida's Gulf Coast. According to authorities, the nature of the call was for a cardiac arrest and Hogan was declared deceased at 11:17 a.m. A 71-year-old resident, Terry Bolley, also known as Hulk Hogan, was treated by Clearwater Fire and Rescue crews before being taken by Sunstar to Morton Plant Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased, the statement continued. According to the police, no suspicious activity or suspected foul play was found. Hogan passed away after having neck surgery, which News reported in June has indeed been successful. Since then, Hogan's health has been the subject of social media rumors, and on July 22, longtime buddy Jimmy Hart declared that he was doing phenomenal. Throughout his wrestling career, Hogan suffered from a number of injuries, mostly to his back. Hogan is regarded as one of the most well-liked wrestlers of all time and played a significant role in the popularity of wrestling by creating one of the first exaggerated characters. He had an impact on a number of celebrities who later entered the industry. As a member of the New World Order, he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame twice, in 2020 and in 2005. He was a 6-time WWE champion. Write me 700 World about this topic. ChatGPT said. Yes, the reports are accurate. Legendary professional wrestler Hulk Hogan, born Terry Gene Bolley, passed away on July 24, 2025, at the age of 71, after suffering a cardiac arrest at his Clearwater Beach, Florida residence. Florida authorities confirmed the incident and ruled out any foul play. India Times. +15. People.com. +15. SE Scoops. +15. 3 o'clock timeline of events. On the morning of July 24, 2025, around 9:51 a.m. local time, Clearwater Fire and Rescue and Police Department personnel responded to a medical call at Hogan's home on El Dorado Avenue, near Clearwater Beach. SE Scoops. +5. People.com. +5. Cage side seats. +5. The dispatch was for a reported cardiac arrest. Hogan was treated on site before being transported by ambulance to Morton Plant Hospital. People.com. +4. People.com. +4. SE Scoops. +4. He was pronounced dead at approximately 11:17 a.m. at the hospital. Facebook. +9. Post Wrestling. +9. Wesh. +9. Major Nate Burnside of the Clearwater Police Department reaffirmed the call's nature and emphasized that the ensuing investigation is standard procedure, with no signs of suspicious activity or foul play. People.com. +13. Post Wrestling. +13. SE Scoops. +13. Health background and circumstances. Hogan had undergone major neck, cervical, surgery in May 2025, a 4-level anterior cervical discectomy and fusion procedure, intended to relieve chronic back and neck issues stemming from decades of wrestling. People.com. +15. SE Scoops. +15. Wikipedia. +15. Leading up to his death, rumors circulated about a serious decline in health or even a coma. His wife, Sky Daly, however, denied these claims, asserting he was recovering well and even enjoying social outings like karaoke with his family just 2 days before his death. TMZ. +5. El Huff Post. +5. New York Post. +5. Glowing star career and cultural legacy. Terry Bolley rose to global fame in the 1980s as Hulk Hogan, spearheading the sensation of Hulkamania that helped elevate WWE, then WWF, from niche sport into a worldwide pop cultural juggernaut. Post Wrestling. +13. Wikipedia. +13. El Huff Post. +13. Highlights of his career include 6-time WWF, WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Iconic rivalries and headlining events, including WrestleMania Iron 3, where he faced Andre the Giant before audiences exceeding 80,000. ESPN.com. A transformative heel turn in 1996, forming the New World Order, NWO, in WCW, helping redefine wrestling for the 1990s counterculture era. TMZ. +2. ESPN.com. +2. India Times. +2. 2 inductions into the WWE Hall of Fame, first in 2005, later removed in 2015 due to controversy, and again in 2020 as a member of the NWO. TMZ. +1. People.com. +1. Beyond wrestling, Hogan crossed into mainstream entertainment, appearing in Rocky III as Thunder Lips, launching the reality series Hogan Knows Best, and making numerous TV cameos and personal appearances. HuffPost. +2. TMZ. +2. New York Post. +2. His influence extended even into politics. He delivered a headline speech at the 2024 Republican National Convention, courting significant media attention and political controversy. Reddit. +1. New York Post. +1. Handshake public and industry reactions. WWE issued a memorial statement. WWE is saddened to learn WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan has passed away. One of pop culture's most recognizable figures, Hogan helped WWE achieve global recognition in the 1980s. WWE extends its condolences to Hogan's family, friends, and fans. Post Wrestling. +14. Cage-side seats. +14. People.com. +14. Industry peers and public figures paid heartfelt tributes. Former CEO Vince McMahon called him the greatest WWE superstar of all time. The Sun. +1. Cage-side seats. +1. Wrestling legends like The Undertaker, Ric Flair, and Triple H mourned his impact and friendship. People.com. +1. The Sun. +1. Donald Trump and several Republican floor figures remembered Hogan as a cultural icon and personal friend, highlighting his outspoken political stance in later years. The Sun. HuffPost. The Times of India. Fans worldwide responded with tributes on social media, expressing nostalgia and gratitude for a performer who helped define an entire era of sports entertainment. The Times of India. The Times of India. India Times. Writing hand # legacy and impact. Hulk Hogan's legacy is multifaceted. Architect of modern professional wrestling, whose showmanship and charisma ushered WWE into the global mainstream. Cultural crossover icon, bridging sports, film, television, and politics. A polarizing figure, whose career later included scandals, most notably his lawsuit victory against Gawker, and publicly criticized remarks that led to temporary removal from Hall of Fame status in 2015, followed by reinstatement in 2018 to 2020. India Times. New York Post. +2. People.com. +2. People.com. +2. Despite controversies, his influence endured, and at the time of his passing, he had begun plans for a new wrestling promotion, Real American Wrestling, with collaborators like Eric Bischoff, reflecting his ongoing ambition and commitment to the industry. The Times of India. Summary. Hulk Hogan, born Terry Bolley in 1953, died of cardiac arrest at age 71 on July 24, 2025, after being found unresponsive at home in Clearwater Beach, Florida. Emergency crews responded at 9:51 a.m., and he was pronounced deceased at 11:17 a.m. in hospital. His death followed recent neck surgery, though his recovery had reportedly been progressing well, with his wife publicly stating he was doing fine just days earlier. There is no indication of foul play, and authorities describe the investigation as routine. His career spanned decades of wrestling dominance, entertainment ventures, and cultural resonance. Loved by millions for Hulkamania, he transformed wrestling and left a lasting imprint on pop culture, despite the controversies. Today, fans, fellow wrestlers, and public figures around the world mourn the end of an era.